What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Today's gonna look a little bit different for the YouTube page. We are heading down to one of the local bayous to go do some brim fishing. I don't know, you call them sunfish, brim, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. But we kind of thought we'd switch it up today for the YouTube, especially for you guys. Just kind of going through this whole Corona thing, it's kind of made me realize that, I think it kind of bridged the gap between church and like real world stuff. And so this is kind of our new series of what we're kind of do for the guys and just on the YouTube page, just kind of do some fun things outside, but also kind of do a message, within those things. So we're going with one of our good friends, Brian Ducote. You probably know him. Him and Miss Christine, they run the Dream Team at our Mount Zion campus. But we're going to head on a boat and go down to the Pit A meet and try to catch some brim. I hope we catch some fish, because if not, this video is really going to suck. So that's kind of the plan today. We'll catch you guys on the boat. So when we talk about risk, there's a fine line between stupidity and normal. I'm trying a little fish now. It's getting kind of good. I think stupid is one time my brother dared me to risk him and shoot him with a 22 rat shot, which obviously was a stupid idea. You ever did that before, Brian? Yeah. And how bad that could have went with like lead in his leg and stuff like that. But we're talking about risk. We're not talking about stupid risk like that kind of dumb stuff. No, but we're talking about, doing something exciting, do something that's worthwhile, actually doing something that has value to what we're doing. A lot of what we do as men is we oftentimes, I get this hook out this thing, is we separate spiritual and like physical and spiritual. We're really, there is no difference. If we're called to live as Christians, we're always ambassadors, and so we're always called to live this Christian life. So often what we do is we separate spiritual and we separate physical and all the things that we talk about. And if we're called to be ambassadors of Christ, we have to understand that everything that we do somewhat holds weight, to our Christian walk. Unfortunately, for Christian men is that there's not a lot of risk when it comes to church and stuff like that. We'll go on a camping trip. We'll go fast in our cars. We'll do stupid stuff like that. But when it calls, maybe leading a small group, stepping out, being a leader. Oh, we got a good one right there. Oh, it's even that little bass. Yep. Nice. And so when it comes to do stuff for God, I think a lot of times, risk for Christian men. I had a bite. Is it's all talk. It's all locker room talk. It never really goes past, after it comes out of our mouths. So one thing I've been working on, is being a man who actually does stuff. Doing what I say. Being held accountable. Whether that be spiritual, whether that be a husband, whether that be a dad now, in all these different ways. But I just think the world has basically been okay with men just talking about doing stuff. One day, I'll get in shape. One day I'll be a leader. One day I'll start reading my Bible, every morning and things like that. Whenever God's called us to so much more. And so how can God ever use men? As we talked about in the small group, men in the podcast. I think just in general, men are the laziest people in church sometimes. And that sounds harsh, but it's the reality of it, and that's why I think men have become lazy and are scared to take risks, even when it comes to our faith in God. I got a bite right there. Ooh, it's a good one. What is it? Is that an eater right there?
Yeah.
Boom. Number 2, catch and cook today. And so I'll just challenge you, as we go through this, is that be men who actually do something. When it comes to church, when it comes to whatever we're doing. That is true. So just talking about risk, and so you can't be stupid. Obviously shooting my brother with 22 rat shot in the leg, probably one of the dumbest ideas of my life I've probably ever had. But I think of saying yes to being a youth pastor, or saying yes, to start leading small groups and things like those are risks, that may not have like that same, weight of where you're scared, but it's stepping out, for Christ, it's stepping out of a comfort zone and actually saying, God, use me in more areas, that I'm actually comfortable in being used. I think it's for one, that's what keeps men alive. It's constantly being in places where. Did you see that? I can't talk and picture this. No! I got popped. There's no way I can get that one down.
That's going in there.
Oh, yes.
Hold on. You can get it, bro.
Yeah, how do you actually get it?
When it gets real close, you should yank it.
Oh, I'm going to get out of the way.
Boom!
That's going in there.
I can't talk and picture this thing.
An experienced guy that gets hung up all the time.
All right. God, this ruined my train of thought every time I gotta do something stupid. Oh yeah. But no, it's just these things of just of stepping out of faith, stepping out of comfort zones. But I think men were created to thrive where we constantly get out of comfort zones. Constantly, making ourselves, feel, inadequate, not supposed to be, unequipped, all those areas. Those are the most challenging times in our life, but that's areas that we grow. I think we scared them all from here. And I think even in the time of Corona and things like that, is that growth it's based on response and not circumstance. And so it's how we respond to those tough situations of trying to get just really push ourselves out of those comfort zones. For Jesus, whether it be cliff jumping, whether it be fishing, or exploring over landing, doing stuff like that, or simply leading a small group, this thing, sign up, you serve on a dream team, any of those things that can be. And so it's just always trying to find a way how to get out of a comfort zone. So I think that's where men were created to live, outside of that comfort zone. That's where we thrive the most. We had dinner tonight. Back at my house now, we cleaned our brim. First time I ever cleaned a brim in my life, I'm going to be honest. So do we know what we're doing? Not really. What I think we're going to do, taking our brim, we got our brim heavy, scaled everything. We're going to stuff some onions into the body cavity, as morbid as that sounds. Alright. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is my first time I ever cleaned in my life. Alright, so I think that's what we're doing. Then we're going to take this. Did I touch that brim with this hand? Okay. We're going to sprinkle some lemon pepper on this thing. Once again, no idea what I think I'm doing. Alright. So then, I need to squeeze the lemon. You guys squeeze the lemon on here? On the outside or the inside?
Inside.
Inside, okay.
You do both.
Alright, so that's there. Alright, Ian, come help me. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, I need to cut me some slices. So I have one slice to put on here. Yeah, did the other side? Oh, hold on. Use some garlic right here. Garlic powder. Ian also has to eat one of these. Okay, so I need two big round ones stick on top of it.
Onion?
Yeah. Alright, so you gotta put our lemon on here. Oh, some rosemary as well. I'm forgetting all this stuff.
This is the worst knife.
Yeah, it ain't that great. Alright, put some rosemary on here. Welcome to my kitchen, by the way. Everyone, thank you, Megan, for allowing me to clean animals in my house. Thanks, babe. Appreciate you. What the heck are you doing?
You're gonna get a half and then another half.
Alright, so we're gonna do like this. Kind of dress it up somewhat. Alright, so yeah, let's go right there. Can I see this? Shoot me down on here. Can you see it? Not bad, right? Good? Alright. I'm gonna wrap this bad boy up. Turn on fish too. Now I have my girls going out there up to 350, number 2. Once again, this is the second fish I've ever cleaned in my life. So the fish are on the grill right now behind me. They're about 7 minutes left, but really quick. You know, when we talk about risk, you know, one of the most, this is my dog, come here, bear. Come here, come see. When we talk about risk, you know, I know for me, one of the most scariest things in my life is, you know, is I never want to be boring. And so I'm just like, you know, what can I do different? You know, what can I get out of the comfort zone and things like that. But you know, when we talk about risk, the word itself conjures images, like climbing mountains, or jumping from airplanes, or backpacking deep into the backcountry. And these are adventures, but sure. But what about when God calls you to confess to our Christian brothers something that's embarrassing to our pride? What about when God calls us to risk a friendship by engaging in a tough conversation? What about whenever God calls us to risk with our careers or our finances? What about when God simply calls us to serve others in a way that makes us uncomfortable? See, are these less worthy of the title adventure or risk? No, of course not. And truly, aren't these things more likely, the adventures for which God designed us? See, don't they align much better with the Scripture does than skydiving or something like that? See, the problem is that we tend to mistakenly view God's adventure as unwanted interruptions, unpleasant hindrances, or unnecessary risks to the safe lives we worked on to create for ourselves and our families. See, rather than the mythic things that we are, and so we miss the great days and the great moments and the great stories that God wanted us to share. And so, what do we do, in order to kind of address these kind of things, these risks and things like that? Well, when is the last time you actually prayed? Spent time with God? When is the last time you got away where maybe like today our phone service did not work where we were and things like that. We were so far back down the bayou. But what if you kind of recharge, kind of rekindle, kind of just kind of ask God, what do you want Him to do with your life? Because I think many times our biggest risk is simply saying, God, here are my plans. I don't want them anymore. What are your plans for my life? Now, I really think that's kind of the determining factor of taking this incredible risk for God. Is simply saying, okay, God, I'm done doing what I want to do. I'm done living in my own my own comfort zone. I'm willing to sacrifice my life for you. What do you want to do with it? And most people don't ever take that risk in life. Let's just be honest. They're okay, living my life in my own bubble, going to work, with these friends, constantly battling but okaying this sin in my life and constantly letting it keep on going, being a mediocre Christian. And honestly, is one, you become so boring in life, as one is that you never do anything exciting in your physical life. You eat, sleep, school, work, eat, sleep, school, work, eat, sleep, school, work. Every once in a while, you do something else, hang out with your friends. But there's no excitement to it. And for me, I'm dead afraid of being that boring. And so one is I love this series. Is what it does is every month it's going to force us to do something stupid or risky. I think we might train with some SWAT operators on how to shoot and do close quarters tactical stuff. We might go frogging, which if you've ever been frogging, it's like you feel dumb, but it's so much fun to reach down in the water and grab a frog out the water, and then we could fry some frog legs and stuff. do some frog legs on the grill. We got 3 minutes left on these things, which is just stuff like that. But then again, what you know, what about the thrill of standing up and leading in your high school on the next, on the next school year? Or what about, saying, hey, I have some group of buddies, I'm gonna, call them to a higher form of leadership, a higher moral. Man, that's a risk. That it's not maybe all the guts and glory of skydiving, but it takes some what guys have in order to stand out in front of your friends and say, hey, let's live to this standard. And really, the whole idea behind this kind of stuff is not that it's these fun videos, but it's this idea of as men, we have to be able to do something. We have to do things that actually have value behind them. And one is, that's on the spiritual side of we have to do things where we're called to be leaders, but also, I think, we're also created to live outside of our comfortable bubble, even in our physical life. And so, it's getting outside and doing things. It's whatever you like to do. Don't define man to just being outside fishing, hunting, camping, things like that. Whatever your hobby is, whatever you like to do, find something and learn how to do it more, or learn or do something that makes you uncomfortable in that field. And so I would just challenge you with that. So look, guys, the fish will come off in a little bit. We'll test them. We'll be done with the video. But look, guys, thank you so much for coming. I don't know when this exactly will be posted, but this summer's gonna be such a fun time for HUF youth. I really want to challenge the guys to be more engaged, more present in church this summer. And so we hope you guys enjoyed this little clip or this little video, and we'll have some more the following month. And we'll see you guys when the fish are done. All right, we're getting close to being done. Let's see what we got right here. Oh, it's hot. It's so hot. Oh, it smells pretty stinking good though. Jeez. Man, it smells so stinking good. All right. The onions.
Money.
The fish. I don't know yet. They good?
Yeah. Pretty solid recipe.
Yeah. Not bad. I eat this every day? No. Alright. Next video we're going redfish, and we're doing redfish on the grill. There you go. This brim was swimming like 3 hours ago. And there it is. Alright.
Get it back.
Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you next time.